Hello again. I have been kind of playing around in Ableton a bunch recently. I also just got a Prophet Rev 2, and so I've just been like making stuff with that. But I made a track in Ableton that I thought could be fun to play on the Octatrack. So in my Ableton project, I kind of broke the song into parts and bounced just the drums, just the bass, just the kind of main synth parts, just to their own little things, and put them on the compact flash card here. And so now let's kind of put the song back together on the Octatrack and then see if we can do some fun stuff with it. So I am going to use track 1 as my drums track, and then the song is in here. And so you can see in here I have cut bass A, C, D. So basically every single part, I just kind of give that a letter. And then, so that there's no bass in part B, I guess. So there's nothing there. Or maybe there is, and I just messed this up. But let's grab drums A just to start here. I'm actually just going to load. Can I just load everything in here? There's a way to do that, isn't there? So if I just keep on hitting the right arrow here, it looks like it just fills in the sample list with all the samples that I have bounced here. That looks like synth I is the last one. So I'm going to hit funk clear to delete that one, and funk clear. Okay, so now I've got all the different samples that I've bounced out of Ableton in here. Before, when I've done this, I would bounce the kick on its own and reprogram the kick, and I would reprogram the snare. But I feel like for this, let's just grab the whole part and just play it. So looks like the BPM is 107. So real quick, I'm just going to make sure I set that there. Cool. So now on track 1 here, I'm just going to grab drums A. I'm going to put a trig down. Cool. And this sample is actually longer than 16 steps. And I think it might even be longer than 64 steps. So let's see here. Oh, when I added more steps, it threw a trig on those because it copied it. So let's see how far we get here. Okay, so it's restarting there, which we don't want. So I am going to hold down this trig and hit one of the left or right arrow keys. And as a trig condition, I'm just going to say play this the first of every 2 go-arounds. Keep going. Cool. On track 2, let's put the synth part here. So I'm going to say synth A is there. And I think that this one is also that long, so I'm going to add that same trig condition, say only play this the first of 2 times. And then I think that there's a bass part as well. So let's just put that on track 3, bass A, and I'm assuming that's the exact same length as well, because the way I bounce these things, I just drag a clip, right? I drag the little, I don't know what it's called in Ableton actually, but I drag the thing and then I just solo the tracks that I want. So for the drums, I soloed the hi-hats and the kick and the snare and all that, and those all go through master. So all those same effects are kind of on there that I would have otherwise. So let's hear. Cool. So we've got our bass. All right, so that's the first part. I'm going to go to pattern 2 here, and I'm going to add another trig here, and I'm going to hold the trig, and I'm going to hit down, and I want drums. Oh, there are no drums in this part actually. So I'm going to go here though, track 2, add a trig, hit down. I want this to be synth B. Cool. So now this will play. this different part. And then I'm also, I don't think that there's a bass here either. Yeah, there's no bass B, cool. So we've got that already. So like now if we play this whole thing back, so starting on pattern 1. Then cue up pattern 2. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna go through here and go through the rest of the parts and just add patterns for each of them. So I'll probably skip ahead here. Cool, so I think we have our song now as patterns here. So now it's time to actually make it more interesting and fun to play with on the Octatrack. So the first thing I wanna do is take our track 8 and make that our master track so we can apply effects to everything. So I'm gonna go down to Control, Audio, Track 8, Master. Good. Other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on Delay Lock here and turn off Tape so I can do kind of echo freeze, beat repeat effects. And I have a video here about how to do that. Here-ish? Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is maybe add like some filter here. On this scene, so we can kind of do some filter sweeps. So maybe that filter I think is a little too much. So I'm gonna turn down the filter to let more through. And then maybe the drums can get some lo-fi. I love lo-fi. I don't think they work here as well as I would like them to, but the synth I think could definitely sound cool with some lo-fi. Add some lo-fi to the bass as well. Back to pattern 1. And then that's kind of fun. Change the default time for the delay on master. I feel like it needs more like energy when I go all the way. It kind of takes away too much. So maybe we can get some more out of I think maybe some reverb on the synth could be good here. So I'm gonna add reverb, dark reverb, I think. So back to this pattern. I'm actually going to turn down some of the distortion we added to the synth. And then we're gonna add synths want some more reverb here. Let's hear how that sounds. Ableton is that like I've got these 3 parts right now, right? I made drums, I made synths, and I made bass. It'd be kind of fun to add, I don't know, some vocals or some more like textural things. So what if we add a new sample down on track 4? What about in here? Oh, that could be good. Let's add hella reverb to that. Make that ascend as well. Cut some of the high end. I think this should probably kind of get toned down though. So I'm gonna say yeah, that's kind of good. What if we give it like a phaser on it? Yeah, kind of give it the kind of left and right vibe. All right, we've got a scene here that I think is kind of fun to play with. We've got a new fun chime sound. We still have 3 tracks to play with if we want to. I mean, we don't have to. I think maybe the beat repeat will sound better if I do it a little slower. Enough of that. You know what? The chimes are going here as well, because you can't stop me. And they're getting extra reverb here. Oh, they already have a lot of reverb here. Maybe Okay, so that's kind of how I will chop stuff up in Ableton, how I load it on here, and then how I kind of add some scene stuff, maybe a fill or two to kind of like enhance it. I'm gonna see if I can just like play the song all the way through now. If you're interested in seeing how I actually do stuff in Ableton, I haven't really thought about making Ableton videos before because there's like 1,000 of them per day. But if people would be interested in that, let me know in the comments. Cool, so let's try to play this song that we just made. Well, kind of. So that's my song. Hope you enjoyed watching it. And until next time, thanks for watching.